Here now is Republican Congressman Andy Biggs from Arizona. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, I understand it's in the Senate and you're in the House, but does everybody need to stay put until something is done?
Well, I think so. I mean, we're talking about 1/6 of the United States economy. We're talking about a bill that is drawing some very lukewarm reviews. We don't know if the Senate can get it out. I want to stay out of their business, but we're talking about 2 weeks here, and then we go to a 4 or 5 week recess when we have more than the health care to do. We have debt ceiling limit, we've got budget reform and tax reform coming.
How realistic is it that everyone would stay in Washington? Because it seems like the clamor to do that is growing. Now you heard Senator John McCain climbing on board. You know, I mean, it seems like it's going to be hard to go home and face constituents when the work isn't done.
Well, I agree. That's the point, is we promised voters we're going to do certain things. Now, we've done a lot of the small things. We've cleared a lot of the underbrush. But what we haven't been able to deliver yet is that Obamacare repeal. And then we have the additional things coming up on deadlines after that. So we don't want to be stuck with a budget and they're saying, hey, we need to vote on this budget, and we can't get that done because you've got to get through 11 bills to get that done.
You talk about that you haven't produced the repeal. When some people look at and criticize this bill, they say it's not a repeal, but at least it's better than what we had before. Rand Paul doesn't think it's better. Let's listen to what he had to say. I'll get your reaction.
I think actually I'm not advocating nothing, but nothing would be better than this bill, because the death spiral of Obamacare is based on one fundamental flaw, and that is that you can buy insurance after you're sick, and that we have these regulations that make insurance expensive so young, healthy people can't buy it.
It seems like we satisfy some of those things in this bill, though, with the Cruz amendment. And then also, if you do let it lapse and you buy insurance later, you have to pay a penalty. So it does address some of those concerns. Is he right that nothing is better, or is this better than what we have?
Well, I'm looking for the CBO scores next week that are going to tell us a little bit about that. But one thing I would say is, you don't bring down premiums if you don't take care of the community health rating or the essential health benefits package. And I'm not sure that enough has been done to take care of those.
Okay. With respect, though, let me stop you, because the question was, is this better than nothing? Or, like Rand Paul, do you think that this is not better than doing nothing?
Well, I tend to think that Senator Paul may be onto something there. I think that he may be right. But I'm urging, you know, much more. If we can't repeal it, which we've done before, why don't we at least simulate repeal, which this doesn't do that either.
Okay. Congressman, thank you for coming on. We appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
We have our guys here, Scott.